Are you black because you're cursed? What happened to you that you are black? Some of you have awakened and looked in the mirror at your black face and your hair and your lips, and you wondered to yourself, why couldn't I have come into the world white? Why did I have to be black? Next Sunday, the white people are going to talk about the real look of Jesus. Not that they didn't know how he looked, but they didn't want you to know how he looked. So next week, they're going to show him with an olive color and look like he got a little, a little dreadlock or something. Now, when you see that picture, you may say, oh man, that ain't my Jesus. White folk will be saying the same thing. Don't come to me with that. Because that means the niggers that I've been persecuting look like the man that I've been telling them that is the greatest human being that ever lived, and now the greatest human being is a nigger. Well, now that kind of messes things up. So they're going to approach the subject real funny. Maybe next week, which is Easter Sunday, you might want to rise from your grave and look at yourself in a better light than the way you see yourself right now. In fact, we're not going to wait till next Sunday. We're going to do that right now. Now, the Bible says, in the beginning. It don't tell you when that beginning was, but it's letting you know there was a beginning. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was without form and void. Darkness was upon the face of the deep. So darkness preceded light. Now let's take a look into this darkness here. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said that the darkness that we see now is not real. When the night comes, you're in the dark. But it's not real darkness. How do you know? Because the minute the light comes, the darkness goes. Where did it go? It vanished. Why? Because it wasn't real in the beginning. The thing that is real is what produced the darkness. Now, you go out there today, the sun is shining. I hope to let you out in time while the sun is still shining. But if you go out and stand and let the sun strike you, when the sun strikes you, if you are facing east, if you face the east, the sun striking your body will send a shadow toward the west. So when you look at the shadow, you see this dark thing following you. But that which is following you is not real. What is real is you. What is real is the sun. And as the sun strikes you and you block that sun, you produce what is called darkness or shadow. So the earth, when one side is in the light of the sun. The other side is in the shadow of the earth. And when you're in the shadow of the earth, you call that night. But the darkness is not real. It's produced by the motion of the earth in relationship to the sun. But what kind of darkness was that when there was no sun, there was no moon, there was no star? That's the darkness that is beyond the diameter of sunlight. At the wall of the universe, where light does not go beyond it, there is darkness. But that darkness is not a shadow. That darkness is real. So when they talk about a black hole, they're not talking about some unreal shadow. They're talking about real darkness. Real darkness contains a power. There's a power out there that is always bringing new objects into view. Stars are dying, stars are being born, and that power that is out there is bringing new objects out of darkness that is real into light. The darkness of the womb, that's not a shadow, baby. That's real darkness. The Holy Quran calls it triple darkness. It's layers of darkness, but in that darkness is the power to create life. In that darkness, there's the germ of light. That's why any believer in God, no matter how dark the day seems, no matter how dark the trouble is that you think you're in, yet in that darkness, there's light and there's life if you hold on and don't let the darkness overtake you till your mind becomes as dark as the darkness that envelops you.